So for number 7, we've got 3 things going on here. We've got inverse cosine, we've got regular cosine, we've got e to the x. So if we do derivative of the inverse cosine, it's negative 1 over square root of 1 minus that whole thing squared, so it's going to be cosine squared of e to the x, times derivative of cosine is negative sine of e to the x, and then derivative of e to the x is just e to the x. So the negatives cancel out. We end up with e to the x times sine of e to the x all over square root of 1 minus cosine squared of e to the x. But what's 1 minus cosine squared? Sine squared. So we end up with square root of sine squared of e to the x on the bottom. But we can simplify the square root of sine squared. All right, that's just going to be sine. So we get e to the x times sine of e to the x all over sine of e to the x, which all simplifies to e to the x. Are you ready to be really mad at me?
Wait, well, we didn't have to do any of this.
No, we didn't have to do any of that. Look at what happens up here. What we talked about yesterday. Inverse cosine of cosine is just this, right? So these would cancel out. So technically f of x is really equal to e to the x. And what's the derivative of e to the x? E to the x. I know I'm cruel and mean, but it's fun for me sometimes.